the topic of this video, which is the discussion of workbook exercises for Act 1 Scene 2. I will be providing proper answers for each of the questions. So let's dive into it. But quickly before that, I would like to tell you that if you have not watched my previous videos about Act 1 Scene 2, you can watch them. I have mentioned them in my description box, or you can just search for them, because that will really help you in understanding this act clearly. We move to our extract 3. In extract 3, Prospero is saying, both my girl. By foul play, as thou sayest, were we heaved thence, but blessedly half hither. That is both my girl. That is, our coming to the island was both. It was because a treacherous plan was laid against us, which was evil. And the second reason, it was also blessing in disguise, as we got our life saved and we were able to reach this island. Now Miranda, oh my heart bleeds to think, O teen, that I turned you to, which is from my remembrance, please you further. That is, oh, I feel so bad, my heart bleeds to think of what a burden I might have turned to you. Now Prospero, my brother and thy uncle called Antonio, I pray thee mark me, that a brother should be so perfidious. So here Prospero is saying that my brother and your uncle Antonio, please listen to me carefully and pay attention. Can a brother be so treacherous? Can a brother betray so badly? Now our first question is, what two reasons does Prospero give in the extract for their coming to their destination? What was the foul play referred to in the extract? So the answer is, the two reasons given in the extract by Prospero for their, that is Prospero and Miranda, for coming to their destination are: number 1, the treacherous plan levied against them by Antonio and Alonso, due to which Prospero and his daughter Miranda were ousted, that is thrown out from their kingdom Milan. Second reason, the help provided to them by a noble of Naples, Gonzalo. Now, the cruel plan to remove Prospero and his daughter Miranda from Milan, which Alonso, who was Prospero's arch enemy and also the ruler of Naples, and Antonio, who was Prospero's brother, came up together with, is referred as the foul play in the extract. Execution of their, that is Antonio and Alonso's plan, resulted that Prospero and Miranda were put aboard in a small dilapidated, that is in a state of disrepair or ruin as a result of age or neglect. We start this part again. Execution of their plan resulted that Prospero and Miranda were put aboard a small dilapidated boat with no mast nor sails or any type of equipment, and were left alone to die in the sea. Now question number 2 is, why was Prospero's coming to a new place a blessing in disguise? What does Prospero's thinking show about his character? So our answer is, Prospero's coming to the new place, that is the island, was a blessing in disguise due to the following reasons. Prospero and Miranda has survived all the hardships they faced in the sea and finally found exile on the small island. Second reason, he, that is Prospero, had learned magic from books and uses it on the island to protect Miranda and control the other characters of the play like Caliban and Ariel. Prospero's thinking shows that he has the following character traits. First one is, Prospero is a loving and protective father to Miranda. Second, he is strong-willed and knows the art of making people work for him. Third, when he reaches the island, he uses his magic to free Ariel from his confinement in the pine tree. This shows he is generous and helpful. Number 4, he makes plans and executes them exactly in the same way as he planned to get his desired result. This shows that he excels at making plans and carrying them out with the help of Ariel and the other spirits. This highlights his quality of being a great leader. At the end of the play, Prospero, forgives his enemy. This shows his quality for forgiveness. Now, our question number 3 is, so before moving to question number 3, I just want to tell you that in answer number 2, I have listed a lot of character traits for Prospero. You can either choose 1 or 2 or even 3 of them, but you don't need to write all of those. You can write the answers as per the marks for the question, and don't just start mentioning all these points because they are literally lengthy. I just mentioned so that it will be in your mind, so if it is asked or referred to in the examination, you can just answer it. Now question number 3, state what Prospero had done for his brother. Our answer is, Prospero loved his brother Antonio more than anybody else in the world next to his daughter Miranda. Prospero, gave up all the responsibilities of the state of Milan and entrusted Antonio the management of state of Milan to focus on his study of books which were dearer to him, that here him is referred to Prospero, than his dukedom. Now question number 4, how did the brother prove to be ungrateful to him? Answer is, Prospero's brother, that is Antonio, proved to be ungrateful to him because despite being his, that is Prospero's brother, Antonio, formed an alliance with the king of Naples, who was then the arch enemy of Milan. Also, taking advantage of Prospero's trust, Antonio, banished Prospero and Miranda to the sea on a rotten carcass of a boat, that is a death body of a boat, which even the rats had left instinctively due to its high chances of sinking. Now question number 5. How was Prospero unparalleled to the others in dignity and learning in those days? So our answer is, Prospero the Duke of Milan was the most important Grand Duke, for he had earned a reputation for himself. He was widely known for both his position and intellectual achievements. He devoted a lot of time to the study of liberal arts and had no equal in knowledge of liberal arts. Thus, Prospero was unparalleled to others in dignity and learning in those days. Now, our question number 6 is, give the meaning of the following words as they are used in the context of the passage. Word number 1 is heaved. Heaved means removed. And perfidious. Perfidious means treacherous. Now we move to our extract number 4. So extract number 4 reads, Prospero, being once perfected how to grant suits, how to deny them, who to advance and who to thrash for overtopping. So here Prospero is talking to Miranda about his brother Antonio. So he is saying that once Antonio learned how to command people, that is how to ask others to perform tasks for him, how to deny them, and who to promote and whom to keep in check, new created the creatures that were mine. That is, Antonio new created the people who were previously Prospero's. I say, or changed them, or instead he just replaced them, or else new formed them, or otherwise he altogether changed the whole lot of people, having both the key of officer and office, that is being both the ruler and having the kingdom and the desire to rule it, set all hearts either state, that is he just made all the people to follow him to what tune pleased his ears. He made people do whatever he seemed to be pleased with. That now he was the ivy had hid my princely trunk. So ivy is basically a plant which sucks nutrients from the other plants and it grows around them. Like suppose if this is a tree, then the ivy will just start from here and will just keep on growing around this tree, covering it the whole until the tree is completely dead. So here Prospero is referring Antonio to that ivy. He is calling himself the princely trunk of a tree. And sucked my virtue out on't, thou attendest not. And just like the ivy, he sucked my vitality, my importance out of me. Are you listening, Miranda? Now moving to the questions of extract 4. Our first question is, what did Prospero assign to be done by Antonio? Why did the former do it? So Prospero assigned his brother Antonio with the management of the state of Milan. Due to this, Antonio learned how to grant and reject requests, whom to promote and whom to keep down from go too high. The former, that is Prospero, did so because he was engrossed in his secret studies. Question number 2 is, how has Antonio new created the creature that were Prospero's? And the answer is, Antonio had new created the creatures that were Prospero's by asking or making Prospero's men to follow his commands, or by replacing them with his own men using his, that is Antonio's, authority as the duke. They, that is Prospero's people, were threatened by Antonio and dared not to go against his will. As a result, no person was left on Prospero's side. Question number 3. How did Antonio deal with the old office holders? How did he train his new office holders? The answer is, Antonio was rude with the most of old office holders, mainly because they were against his decisions. He made the old office holders to follow his orders against their will. Also, the old office holders who didn't follow his orders were replaced with Antonio's new office holders. Antonio trained his new office holders in such a way that would make it easier for him to take the dukedom from Prospero. Question 4. Explain in what way was Antonio like an ivy? So the answer is, Antonio is the trickiest, that is the one who betrays. So we start again. Antonio is the trickiest brother of Prospero, the Duke of Milan. He, that is Antonio, cheated his own brother and usurped his dukedom by falseful means. In his conversation with Miranda, Prospero compared Antonio to an ivy. He says that just like an ivy covers an oak tree, sucking out its nutrition and strength from it, in the same way Antonio sucked all the power and vitality out of Prospero. Now question 5. By excluding the material given in the extract above, state how Antonio got the total control of dukedom. So the answer is, Prospero was the Duke of Milan. He was more interested in his study of philosophy and magic. Thus he left the administration of state of Milan to his brother Antonio. He, that is Antonio, grew ambitious and formed a secret alliance with the king of Naples, who was then the arch enemy of Milan. Hence he, that is Antonio, succeeded in ousting Prospero from his dukedom and got the total control of Milan. Question number 6 is, give the meaning of the following words as they are used in the context of the passage. So our first word is suits. Suits means petitions. These are the requests that the people and ministers of Milan were bringing to Antonio. So guys, with that we have just finished first 4 extracts of this lengthy workbook scene. So hopefully you enjoyed watching the video and it might have proved to be helpful to you in some way or the other. Please upvote this video. Also share it with your friends and help them out. And help me out by subscribing the channel. And don't forget to click on the notification bell. See you in the next video really soon.